Okay, here we have the situation where a fourth store opens and we want to partition the city again. Remember, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get each one of these points to control an area so that every other point in that area is closest to this store. So we do that again by finding perpendicular bisectors. So when we find these perpendicular bisectors, realize what we really want to do is we want to, let's undo this. What we want to do is we want to think of these stores as being set up in a polygon. Okay, so when I find the perpendicular bisector, what I want to do is I want to find the bisectors of each of these sides. I don't necessarily think I need the bisectors of any diagonals. But that could be something that you might look at, really depending on the situation. So I wanted to create this polygon to show you, like, you really want to go around the perimeter here when you're finding your perpendicular bisectors. So here we go. We're going to find the perpendicular bisectors of between each of these points. And there we have it. We have all the perpendicular bisectors. Now we want to mark the important points, right, around the outside here. So that one's important, like so. I probably won't use both of these, K and L, but just in case. Notice I'm just marking the points around the outside. Now I'm going to start marking some intersections. Okay, and what I'm really looking for is I want to make sure that I find points of concurrency if they exist. Okay, so here goes nothing. We're going to look at this point E. Okay, we want to find the area for point E, and it makes sense that I should come down. Now, the perpendicular bisector between E and G is this line that goes from J to N. So I know I'm going to stop there because point J is the same distance away from E as it is G. So I'm going to come up now to P is the same distance from E to G, right? And I'm going to go a little further. Q is the same distance from E to G, right? But recognizing that if I go any further here, I'm getting really close to F. So I'm going to stop at Q, then go up. Okay, so there is my first polygon, and I want to make this a little bit darker. That's better. Just makes it look a little nicer. Okay, another thing you might find helpful here is remember we have the opportunity here to show and hide these labels. So I can get rid of these labels so that I can remember which points represent my store and which points represent points on the perpendicular bisectors. Oop, Z is a store. There we go. So notice all I did is I got rid of all the letters except for the 4 that we wanted for a store. Okay, so there's my first area. My next area, let's see, we will do the area for G. And if we do that, we can go down to here. Now, this first line is not the perpendicular bisector between G and Z, so I know I'm going to have to go to this second one. Then I'm going to go up here, right? Like, well, I missed that intersection, so let's undo this And let's make sure we find that intersection. There we go. We want to find the intersection of this line and that line. Okay, there it is. That's better. Now we'll draw the polygon over to here, up to point U. And then up. Now, if I look at this, the perpendicular bisector between E and G is here, but I want to go to this point and over. Okay, because this point is actually the furthest point that is equidistant between E and G that would be in this polygon. Okay, so if that makes sense. Now what I want to do is I want to change this color, and I want to make this a little bit darker. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to do my next area. Polygon. We will start with this down to F. There it is to U, up, over, and across. We're going to change this color to, I don't know, red. Perfect. And then lastly, we see this area down here for Z, so we're going to do another polygon. Oh, missed it. Let's start at U maybe. Nope, missed it. I missed it again. Boy, not having that point right really killed me. All right, but I get the idea. Okay, let's change the color in this polygon to blue. Perfect. So there, we've divided up this city. Now pretend that this little triangle in here is pink, but that is a good representation of how we divide up this city. Okay, the project that you guys are going to work on, you're going to start next class, is going to involve a lot of this dividing up these areas. And what I want you to realize is that this is actually a pretty important thing when it comes to mapping, okay, or in making plans. So, and we're going to investigate that a little bit in the project, but that's it. It's just about taking the area and being able to divide it up equally, or not equally, but divide it up so that every point in this green area is closer to E than any other point of interest that we have. All right. Thank you.